So did David Bowie. He made a contract with a manager in 1972 where he had to pay Tony DeFries half of everything he made for the rest of his life. I mean, if anybody ever saw that great old, I'll answer. Actually, we should go to dinner because that's a long conversation, but I will try to answer it. If you ever saw this great old black and white English rock and roll movie called Espresso Bongo, Lawrence Harvey plays this sleazy manager in it. And when he signs the act, who's Cliff Richards, he says, from now on, half of everything you make will go to you. And the music business has always been like that. It's always been a shady, sleazy, sordid business. Bruce Springsteen couldn't record for years because he was trying to get out of his deal with his first manager. And Bruce told me, he said, I was so desperate to make an album, I would have signed a hamburger. So, I mean, and as far as that's concerned, the business has changed. Yes, without question. Nobody had a fashion line then. Nobody had a fragrance. Nobody was doing commercials. It was considered selling out if you did a commercial. Now, there's so many bands, and there's so much for people to do, and the internet and everything, and YouTube and thousands of television stations and everything compete with people's time. So people have to do whatever they can do to get their music heard, so they do commercials, or so they justify it. Some people still don't. I don't, I can't be one of those people that say, oh, the music was so great in my day, but now it's not good. I don't really know what kids are listening to, really. I mean, I know a lot of new music because I cover it for Vanity Fair. If I hear a band, like a young band, for example, like Tame Impala, which is a band from Australia, when I hear them, I hear, oh, that singer sounds like John Lennon. Oh, they sound like Led Zeppelin. But that's my references. Somebody who's 22 who hears that band isn't going to know that and doesn't care. It's his band or it's her band. People still say, my music. They put their music on an iPod. They can listen to it on their watch, whatever. I think that when you have that kind of intimate relationship with a band, I still think, to me, and people will argue with me about this until I'm blue in the face, I thought Kanye West's Yeezus album was one of the greatest punk albums I've ever heard. So to me, it's still exciting. There's still a lot of kick-ass stuff going on.